O- Okay guys, this is going to be like a one-to-one towards you guys, like a new series on my channel called Story Time. And basically, this has actually just happened to me recently. A teacher accused me of starting something that somebody else started. Now, this somebody, I'm just going to call him Jackson, he basically, the day before it happened, would just call me names, you know, and I've had a rough time over my life with bullying and all that, so he was just sitting there calling me names, trying to get me to basically get him, so as he would get me into trouble. And I went to the teacher, and the teacher was kind of like on his side saying, oh well, if he sees it again, come to me and tell me. I was like, well, I can't really do that, because when I do that, he'll know that it's annoying me, so I'm not going to do that. He's like, well, you're going to have to do it, and then I'll sort it out. So I told him, and then the next day came and he started doing it again, so I got to tell the teacher, and he's not in. He was off. So we have another teacher, and this Jackson is just sitting there calling me a twat. So I turn around and say, shut up, you fucking specky twat, to him. He looks at me, then the teacher turns around and looks at me and goes, it's not his fault, you're the one who started it. Right up to me. And I say, it's not my fault, because it really wasn't, because he just started calling me a twat. So I'm sitting here arguing with this teacher, always putting my head side to side saying, nope, it wasn't my fault, and he's sitting there being really cheeky to me. So this kid, he thinks he's a ticket, he can just pass for anything, like he could commit murder in the school, he would still get away with it. So my other friend, like my really good friend, I'm just going to name him, Sean, right? He basically starts arguing with the teacher, saying there's no point in shouting at him because it was the other one, Jackson, that started it. So the teacher basically just starts going on at him, and it's basically 2 against 1 right now, because the other boys like went away and went on with his work, and the teacher is sitting there shouting and bawling at Kyle, well, Sean. So Sean just looks and says, do you want to stop shouting? He's like, I'm not shouting, if you want I'll show you shouting. And Sean's basically just like, no, I don't really care what you do, I really don't care, and we're all just having a big argument. And then we log out of these computers that we have to go in when we're in this sort of classroom. So we log out, and then he says it's 5 minutes to the bell, so I'm going to keep you in 5 minutes after the bell. So we argue with him like that, like, how's that fair? You know, we just logged out of the computers. He's like, because you logged out, you know, without permission. And we're like, we don't really need permission if it's 5 minutes to the bell and we need to get somewhere. So he basically just gets real angry and says, oh, you're getting kept back for 5 minutes. And at this time, my other really good friend, he's in another room, and I was actually about to go round and get my other friend Sean, and we were just going to get our bags, get our jackets on, we were just going to walk out of class and just basically get away from it. And I'm going to actually do another life story on actually what happens to me when I get stressed out. I'm just going to give you a little hint. When I get stressed out, I start losing hair, like my hair falls out, like it's called alopecia, like if you've ever experienced it. I don't know if you've had, but leave it down in the comments if you had or have. But I still have it, so I'm getting real stressed out, and the thing that happens is I don't turn around and go and get my 2 friends. I just sit there until the bell rings, and as soon as the bell rings, I don't even shut down the computer like you're supposed to. I just logged out and I walked out of the classroom, and I'm like, come on Sean, let's go. So we go into the cafeteria and get a roll, and I'm just sitting there talking to him like, this teacher's such a fucking douchebag. I was sitting there just cussing off because I'm so blown stressed. So the bell goes to end break and we go into another class. This time we're in home economics and we're doing sewing, but we're doing a little template of it. And I'm still a bit stressed and a bit moody, and actually there's something that I pretty regret. I shouted at a teacher, just go away from me, you know, like just go away from me, you know, leave me alone. And then she's like, I'm going to speak to you outside in like a couple of minutes. So I was in my own wee world, and when I get stressed out, if I've got a piece of paper and a pencil, I just start doing random stuff on it. So I was basically just shading stuff in and all that, and then she came up to me and went, I noticed you're in your own weird world there. I didn't want to come up to you until you were really calm. So let's go outside and we'll talk. So I went outside and talked, and she went, well, if anything else happens, you know, you've got somebody to talk to. I was like, yeah, thanks for that. And then so we go back out, and basically this boy, every time, like Jackson, every time he sees me now, he's always giving me nasty looks and all that, and I just look at him back and I'm like, well, there's no point in fucking doing that, because you know I'm just going to get real stressed out, I'm just going to punch you. So basically the moral of the story is, if you're ever going to get pissed off at somebody, just punch them, because it'll get you out. You know, I don't do it, but I know if he does anything to me again, I'm just going to punch him, and he'll probably do a life story in that. But this was just a starter story, you know, to see how it go. If it does good, I'll do some more. If it doesn't, then I'll still do some more, because I hope it can grow my channel and that. So please leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe if you're new, and have a good day.